everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Harina Nama. Thank you so much for watching this video. So yeah guys, I know, right? My hair, guys, I will make a video and tell you guys, all the products I'm using to get my hair, because my hair, guys, it's literally like 1 year old. And yeah, that's, yeah guys, ugh, it's so unfair on other kids. Not throwing shade at all, but yeah guys, this is my hair. I really don't like combing and all that, but hey, let's get to the video. It's growing. I will make a video and tell you guys all the product I'm using, which is basically nothing. I think it's just nowadays it's really just genetic, guys. I have hair, I've had long hair before, and that's how it is with my family, my mom and sister. But yeah guys, I want to talk to you. I'm my mentees, guys. Me and my mentees, I think I need to learn to say no to mentoring people, because I just need to find a way of keep track of all the mentees that I have. So people are just contacting me on social media and saying, can you please be my mentor? And I just like don't know how to say no. So basically, I think a couple of them, the new ones, have actually asked, the ones that are doing first year at Vasirty for the first time. Congratulations to you guys. And my heart goes out to all the guys that are out there, that couldn't get to Vasirty. I think we know the situation in South Africa, and I hope you use the time, you find a job or something, that's gonna help you achieve your dreams in the meantime. Okay. So they kind of asked him like, okay, how do how was your first year experience? How do you navigate first year university, guys? So if I tell you about my first year experience, I just want to take you back to, literally even before going to varsity, just the couple of weeks before literally starting classes at varsity. Okay, that's where I want to start. And I'll make sure I try and keep this video very short. And I apologize guys for my lighting. My apartment does not have great lighting. Hey, I'm really working on that. So yeah guys, I think just to I try to because the thing is with me is, if I had I go down this memory lane where I just remember all the sad things that I've done in the past, I find it very hard, guys, to go back to my happy face and everything. So then I try to, most of the time, to just not share with you guys my deepest saddest moment, because I think that just further depressed me. But yeah guys, I'm gonna be fine soon. I'm working that, so I'm going through therapy and all that, just to work all of those issues. Yeah, so I'm just really gonna try and keep the conversation light, and skip all the sad part in a way. Okay, so if we start, basically I've gotten my result, and I got my result. It's in Jan 23rd 2012, guys. 2012, that's when I did my matric in 2012. So it's Jan, yes, I'm right, it's Jan 2013. So I got my result. Yes, I did well. During that time, I was just working as a domestic worker, in the town called Stengamena, next to, back at home in KZN. So I'm working there. I got my results, and basically I'm working. I think I work like the whole of December and Jan, really just trying to come up with the acceptance fee amount. So I don't know if it's still the same now, but back in the days, I think it was like 500 rand or so, just to accept to accept the position to study at varsity. So that's what I was working towards, to just saving money to have that. And yeah, I got my results. So NSFAS rejected me, or I don't know, they didn't have funding. Yeah guys, quite weird, but yeah, so I didn't get NSFAS, and I hadn't applied to a lot of bursaries. And that's on me, or I don't know, so naive, guys. Back in the days, I didn't know. I literally didn't know, like the big four films where you do articles. I had no idea about them. So I don't know, guys. I was just living in my own world. But I didn't have, I think we didn't have much access to information, during that time. So then I got my bursary, I got my result, no bursary, and I think a week later, obviously I just got the acceptance. UKZN. Yes guys, I know you all think I studied at Feds, but yeah, I started my journey at UKZN, Westville campus. So I got accepted for Become Accounting. I actually got accepted for like everything I applied and other things. But then I got accepted for Become Accounting. So yeah, I'm a qualified chartered accountant right now. I just said weird. I said I'm a qualified. I know, okay, I said there's no need to say you're qualified. I just said I'm a chartered accountant, guys. So, but back in the day, that was not an intention at all, Really, applying for Become Accounting, it was just like, I think it was, those document where you see all the courses and then you apply. But the intention was never to, go all the way to CA, because I didn't even have much information about CAs or what that entails and all that back in the days. So yeah, I applied. So when I skipped to like 2 weeks, yes, no funding, struggling, very stressed to say, how I'm gonna change the situation at home if I'm not gonna go to Vasirty, just keep praying every day basically. Then a miracle happened. SABC interviews me. I think one of my teachers at high school, he passed away last year. May God bless his soul. So he has helped me to get you to speak to the journalists somehow, guys. Now I got a call from the journalists from SABC, and then they interview me and they've seen my result. I've done well, and they've heard that I don't have funding. So then they basically broadcast me to the whole of South Africa. I'm asking the public to sponsor me. Already it's around the 18th of June. By the time, a lot of companies have already, given out bursaries. So there's that. And I think they then, 2 to 3 days after, a lot of companies were calling in, really giving me bursaries. And then there were like different requirements and all that. But finally, in the whole process, we get this company in Richards Bay, RBCT. Shout out to RBCT. The CEO at that time, Nosipho Damason. Yeah, guys, you can find her on social media. She also has a book, you guys can buy. She's very one of those, powerhouse women. So yeah, and then she, I think she took it from a CEO bursary or something. But one of the directors in her company, Mark Chabu, had me on radio, and that's how she got to know about my situation and everything. And yeah, basically they decided to sponsor me. So Richards Bay, I stay in Stenger, right? So right, my hometown is Stenger, so we have to go to Richards Bay and accept, because I think we had to sign something. But me and my mom have to go to the company, right, and sign some document, speak to the SABC or the journalist and all that. So obviously now that's a struggle, because guys, now I'm talking about, there's like levels of being poor. Yeah. So yeah, there's literally no money to go to Richards Bay. I think at that time it's quite expensive to take a taxi from my hometown to Richards Bay. I think, yeah, you need like 100 rand or so, like 200 rand just to return in a way. So yeah, now it's like we don't have that kind of money, and we went to Mashonisa, like we went to this guy, one of the Mashonisa guys, where you go and borrow money at a high interest rate. So yeah, we got the money, and yeah, we traveled to Richards Bay, got the document and everything. And when I got there, one of the things that I got was a letter. I think it's like a bursary letter, and basically says, we're sponsoring her for this much, basically we'll pay to the university account. So then what happened is that I think the following day I have to go to Durban. I have to go to the campus and, give them this letter and register, guys. The only time I've been to Durban by the time was only in 2004 on a school trip, right? That's the only time I've been in Durban. Because even now, if you just drop me somewhere in Durban, I'll probably get lost. I know Joburg better than Durban. And yes, my home is not far from Durban, but hey, we don't go to Durban, guys. And even when I just travel, I just pass through Durban and that's it. So during that time, I'm like here panicking, guys. I'm like, probably that time I hadn't even been to Palito, but it was very close to staying. I haven't even been to Palito, because you're gonna be like, oh Harina, why you haven't been to Palito? Then I'm gonna be like, to do what? Literally to do what? Why would I go to Palito to do what? We don't have money. Whatever we have is just to buy food and make sure we sleep. We don't sleep, without eating. So that's basically just the aim. We're not visiting places, or we're not going to swim, just, yeah. But anyway, so now I have to go to Durban. I'm like, oh my God. I have to go to Durban. So I took a train, and then I got in, yeah, I have to I took a train, and then I'm there. Then I had to somehow have to be at the workshop in Durban. That's where you're gonna find a taxi to Westville campus. And I'm like literally asking people where I can, and then finally I found a taxi to Westville campus, and I got there, guys. Like, Speak University, I've never seen anything like that. It's so big, you even get lost, walking. But I mean, likely SRCs will run during that time, so they help you, direct you where to go and all that. So I go and I submit my document, and everything. Then I register, become accounting. I also got a res, so I used to stay at O Block, if I'm not making a mistake. Yes, shout out to O Block. So it was a girls' race. So yeah, and I went to see the race, and I came back, and I'm like, okay, now I have to go home, guys. I got lost in Durban. Hey, so now what happened is I take a taxi from Westville to Durban. So I need to, it's gonna drop me somewhere, and then somehow I need to find my way to YMCA taxi rank. That's where I'm gonna get a taxi to Stanger, right? And then I take this taxi, and then somewhere in Durban, I don't even know which part of Durban, but somewhere in Durban, in town, right? So the taxi just stops, and the guy's like, they see there's police on the way, so it's better if you just drop us here. And I look around, like, I don't even know where I am and how to get to YMCA, to get a taxi to go to Stanger. And guys, I literally get out of the taxi, and I just look around. I see this long building, and I know the apparently people say there's, you're always told when you're in town, like a big town like that, there's crime. You shouldn't ask, anyone the directions, because then they will take you. And it's already getting late now. It's around 4:03. I'm in Durban already. I'm like panicking. I'm just like, I just there, and I start crying. I'm like, but I shouldn't cry, but then people are gonna see, this one really struggling, and then they're gonna take me away, kidnap me and all that. So I'm going through all that in Durban. And then I just start walking, I see a lot of people just walking this side. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna follow people. So let me walk for a moment. Then I walk. I'm like, I just need a nearby taxi rank, because you trust the taxi drivers, that they will direct you. And then the taxi driver, then basically I found this nearby taxi rank, and then the guys direct me that I have to take a taxi and then go to, that will drop me by YMCA. I remember the taxi also dropping me literally on this side of the taxi rank. Then I had to cross the road, to go to the taxi rank, guys. Everything was just amazing, because now it's like you see all, it's like you're in Durban. You're so used to the small town, just crossing those roadways, just like 1 or 2 lanes. And then now you're in Durban, there's so many lanes, and then I'm trying to cross, and it's already like around 5, my mom is calling where I am at home. They're stressed out about me, and I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I have this thing, and it's so bad, guys. I literally have this thing where there literally could be people around me, and then somehow I just feel like I'm alone, and I literally don't see people. I feel like I'm alone, and I'm like scared, and yeah, guys, I go through all these emotions. So yeah, I finally found the taxi rank, and I went back home. I think a week later or so, I then had to, we then had to go back to Vasirty. Now this is like start orientation so that we can start the classes. So I'm leaving home now. I'm packing everything. You guys, then I have to cook for myself. So I need a stove. I need to take some plates, guys. At home we don't have much of those things. There isn't a stove that I can take. And yeah, guys, I think everyone is just chipping in. Basically, I remember the mayor at that time, Mr. Welcome Dawe. Yes, that's a mayor at that time. And then the CFO or district that Pomba, that's how my mentor. So they also help. I think the mayor gave me some money so that I can basically just buy some of the things that I needed, like a stove, guys. So yeah, I left home, and I remember leaving home, basically my mom, guys. So we didn't have much at home, but I remember my mom giving me a 5 rand. I think that's literally all she had at that time. And she gave me this 5 rand. She's like, here is it, buy some snacks. And I'm like, thank you, And I appreciated that, that's all she had, with her That's what's important. So then I then went to town because this lady CFO at that time of the district, she was gonna give me a lift, to go and then she would drop me at campus. So yeah, and then she did that. God bless her. So she did that, and then I went to Vasirty. First week now at Vasirty, we do orientation. So and I think the whole time is my thing is, for me, I don't know, I think now maybe that's your guys' reality, is to say you finish high school together, and then you have your friends, and then you all go to the same university, so it's like you already have your little group of friends, people to talk to. For me, that wasn't the case, because basically in my year in high school, a couple of friends, not a lot of people went to Varsity. Obviously, that's like the whole setting, my hometown back in the days. So, and a lot of and a couple of my friends that also went to Varsity, they didn't go to UKZN, guys. I remember this friend of mine, she was at DUT, and I think it was another lady that were close, but she also went to Dubai, Cuba, guys, Cuba, to study medicine. Yeah. So I'm literally there at UKZN, and I look around, I don't know anyone. I see people are in groups, you can tell they were, studying together, from, I don't know, girls' high or something at U7. So you can tell, people are just in groups, and I'm just there. I'm like, I look around, I don't know anyone here, I don't have friends. So I'm just going through all that of like being scared, will I survive here, how I'm gonna survive this, and all that. And I think one of other challenges that I face in first year, even way before we begin studying, is for me, I have never used a computer before. I don't even think I've seen one, very close proximity to me. Like, guys, I don't know how to use a laptop computer. So now, obviously, we have computer. I didn't even have also a laptop that time. So yeah, there was also those challenges of saying, how do I use this system, and you see other kids that basically, they know exactly, how to use this thing, how to check their emails, and all that. So I think I also still had to learn, this is how you use a computer, I don't know, this is how you move the mouse and all that. So all those challenges, and I think also I got a sponsor, so one of the requirements is that you have to pass, you have to pass, or we're not going to sponsor you. So there's just all this, you are this in foreign land, it's a big city, just alone here, like literally there's no one, there's no face that I'm familiar with. I'm the whole time I'm just feeling like I live in my own world. I literally could be walking on campus, and I literally I'll be walking and I'll feel like, oh my god, I'm alone in this place, how I'm gonna survive. So I think I went through all that, the first couple of months, and obviously I did make friends, because I'm such a Bible person. So I did make friends. I think shout out to my friends that I started with. I think Mandisa, Sharon, yeah, we're still in touch now, Siwe and all them. We're still in touch now and then. But yeah, I made those friends, and yeah, guys, and then we started studying, and also again, there's more challenges now. You're coming from, schools where most of the things, we keep it to our own language, which is Zulu, and then a bit of English there and there, and then now you get to Varsity English, guys, the whole time, and you're struggling to hear some of the lecturers, and the accent, really not most of them not being African. So there's also those challenges, and then now you're in this big class. Even if you don't understand something, it's like how I'm gonna raise that, how I'm gonna say I don't understand something. So I think my point is, I think it's the first year, there's a lot of challenges around that, and then also there's just this freedom that you're like up here, there's no parents, your parents are not around, you basically can do whatever that you feel like doing, and even if you don't go and attend the class, literally nothing is going to happen to you. I mean, obviously something's going to happen to you when you don't pass, but I'm just saying, it's not like in high school where if you didn't come to school and then, your teachers were like, can I call your mother or something like that. In university, it's like literally no one cares, so you have to mentally be strong and know exactly that, what, you're here, you're on your own. As much as you're going to meet all these people, just make sure that you remember who you are all the time, why you're there, what does this mean for you, to be at this moment, and to appreciate the moment, guys. Appreciate you being at varsity, because a lot of people out there, when I go to varsity, but they can't afford it, and they don't even have means, maybe they don't even have access to information so that they can apply for that bursary. So I think what I would say is appreciate the moment, recognize that you're so blessed, and really it's not just by luck. Also highly recognize that you are working so hard. Continue to work hard. Understand that varsity is very different to high school, and basically it's like, just think of this, it's like all those top students, maybe you were like a top proteins, you all got distinctions and all that, but just know now it's like you all just came together. It's everyone that got distinction, and things might not go the same way as varsity. Everyone is just might there, and you're not there to compete with people. And the thing is, you have to work hard, and I think you just need to remember that you've come this far. You are capable, you are capable of doing great in varsity. I know we said, no, the fact that you got a distinction doesn't mean you're gonna get a distinction in varsity, but at the same time, I think the fact that you got those distinction, it also means that you have the ability, so you are capable. So yeah, guys, just continue working hard, and very important, consult, because now you are in a big class, maybe like 400 people or so. You are in a big class, and when you don't understand something, it's very hard to raise your hand. You can raise your hand, guys. So like at varsity, you don't raise your hand and ask. You can, but it might be very scary for you, and as it was for me, to ask questions in front of people. So maybe find a way. The lecturers, basically, if you go to system at varsity, that's the way that you guys use at varsity, or outside their doors, they do say, okay, they consult during these times, you can go and consult with the lecturers. There's normally like tutors, or academic trainees or so. So yeah, just if you don't understand something, don't sit on it, because it's just gonna pile up, and they're gonna do another chapter, and then somehow it's linked to the first one, and you don't understand the first one, and you're just gonna build up this whole bulk of you not understanding what's going on, and that's gonna show during exam, and you're not gonna do well, and you just it's just gonna being so, and then that's going to bring so many complications, now struggling with funding and everything. And not to say that people that don't pass is because they don't study, but what I'm saying is just do your best, and when you're not sure of something, consult, ask your friends, have a study group, and yeah, I think just touch base with family also. Just talk to your family. It's very strange, and it's very different world to what you used to, being at high school and all that. But I think if you just work hard, guys, and yeah, it is possible to get distinctions at varsity. You can cum laude that degree, guys. You can some cum laude. You don't have to. Remember now, it's not that you don't have to. What you have to do is work hard. Work hard. You know yourself, so set those goals for yourself, and work towards them. And if you don't meet it, a goal, I don't know, there's people like, oh, I'm really a distinction type, I'm all about distinctions. When you get a B, now you're so depressed, guys. At varsity, a 50%, it's very hard to get to 50%. So a pass is really, it's a pass, guys. A pass is a pass. And then when you get to, when you are fortunate to be able to get to the B's, the A's, guys, congratulations to you, really. But really, a pass is a pass. It's a matter of everyone just being there, and doing what's best for them, and doing all their best, and asking for help whenever they need help. Guys, and just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself mentally. It's a very stressful environment where, like I told you, we all come from different backgrounds, and then now we're here together. You don't know, okay, should we we go out on Friday? Is that how you live here? If you're not going out, you feel like you're being, you left out. So you constantly having to make this decision, those choices in your mind. So it's very important, to try and really take care of your mental health, exercise, talk to people, and yeah, just don't suffer, guys, alone. Because I think it's I mean, I've been working for the past few years, and trust me, even till this point, I still feel like studying is one of the hardest thing I've ever done. I think it's very hard, and working is so different. So as much as work is hard, guys, I find everything hard. But yeah, this is a story for another day. But as much as working is hard, I feel like studying is very, very hard, because I feel like you are on your own basically the whole time. And yeah, so guys, I think just you can easily get depressed, and be fully depressed, and some people end up committing suicide and all that. So I think just try by all means to outside of studying, do something that keep you exciting, speak to your family, your friends, just and I think, yeah, guys, just keep believing, pray to whoever you pray to, just to give you that strength to hold on. I know first year, because when you do first year, maybe that's just me also. When I did first year, I felt like, oh my god, this is the hardest thing ever. The subject is so hard and everything. And then you get to second year, and it becomes more harder. Third year, oh guys, yeah, third year, become accounting, or accounting science if it's and and then you get to CTA, it's hard. And then I did my CTA, I did my honors in text. I feel like that was the hardest thing to die. Writing that honors thesis, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm not gonna get through this. And then I passed through that. I did my masters, and I'm like, okay, my god, there's no way I'm writing 60 or 80 pages. I'm even gonna write the first paragraph. And what I'm trying to tell you is that when you do first year, it's gonna feel so hard, and people say, what, first year, that's not hard at all. But no, go back now, remember, once you've done third year, you're gonna be like, shitty, what, first year wasn't hard. But as a person who's doing first year, you don't have anything else other than to compare to it. So you're gonna compare that to matric, and you'll be like, no, 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 this is too much, this is hard. So my point is, yes, it is hard, but just remember this, is that it is doable. People have done it before. It is doable. Just ask for help, attend the classes, and just do your best, guys. And you know what, God will do the rest. I think that's my advice for you guys. Just let me know if there's anything you want to talk to. I think someone asked me if I should, why can't I get tutorials on YouTube. Yes, I'll think about that. I will think about that. But yeah, just let me know if that's something you guys will want. I don't even know where I'll start. But yeah, if you want me to explain, I think, certain concepts or something. But yeah, let me know, guys. Stay tuned. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.